classify each of the following as homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture. So you are being given some examples: soda water, wood, air, soil, vinegar, filtered tea. So please write it down in your own copy by your analysis, then we will discuss.
Ma'am, which question?
Okay, so let's start with soda water. Soda water is homogeneous or heterogeneous? What do you think? Soda water, if you have seen it, it is like plain water. We cannot, like, uh, by the naked eye, we cannot identify, or we cannot like understand that it is a soda water. It looks like plain water. So it does have uniform composition. So we call it homogeneous mixture. But when you drink it, you will feel that no, it is different. So it is not ordinary water. Otherwise, it seems like having uniform composition. So it is a homogeneous mixture. Please write it in your copy. Have you seen any wood, like wood article or anything? Can you explain me, is it homogeneous or heterogeneous? Does it have uniform composition or does it have irregular grains? At some places there will be coarse grain, at some other places there will be very fine grain. So it does have different textures. So we can call wood as heterogeneous mixture. Please write in your copy. So I can feel different types of wood have different compositions. Like some have very fine grains, which you will feel like it is very smooth wood. Some have irregular patterns. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. If I talk about air, I cannot see, I can just feel it. So I cannot see the dust particles or I cannot see carbon dioxide suspended in air. So it is like homogeneous mixture. So we call it air as homogeneous mixture. Soil. I told you that soil is not same. Upper layer has coarse, then it can be fine, it can be of different composition. it is not same, it does not have uniform composition. It can be of different color, like you might be doing it in your SST alluvial, and there are so many types of soil, sandy soil, clay soil.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is heterogeneous mixture. We can have variety of soils. It is not having same composition. They have different composition. So we call it heterogeneous mixture. Have you seen vinegar bottle in your kitchen, in your refrigerator?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So does it have uniform composition or non-uniform composition? If I look inside the bottle, see, it is a transparent one, glass one. So if you look through it, you will see a uniform composition. It is like same throughout. Vinegar is homogeneous mixture. Okay, so if we talk about filtered tea, is it homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture? So when you filter the tea and tea leaves are like thrown out, you do have the filtrate. So that is homogeneous. That do not have different, like it is uniform, it is having a uniform composition. So we will put it in the category of homogeneous mixture. So this is how you need to classify. You just have that picture in your mind and see, does it have uniform composition? Does it have non-uniform composition? In this way, you need to attempt. Okay, so can I erase the answers?
Ma'am, this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
Divyan, should I wait?
no, ma'am. I've written. We can release.
Okay, so that is a good question. Very tricky question, I should say. Okay, so question number 6. How would you confirm that a colorless liquid given to you is pure water?
Ma'am, we can confirm it by boiling it.
That is one point. I agree. We can check its boiling point, and if it is 100 degrees Celsius, then we can say yes, it is a pure water. What else? We can do the simple distillation. So if I put it in some distillation flask and if I heat it, then and with the help of thermometer, I can check that it is boiling off at 100 degrees Celsius and it is not leaving any residue in the flask. So this indicates that water is pure. So what are the two checks? I know the boiling point of pure water is 100 degrees Celsius. So I can do it at a particular temperature, 100 degrees Celsius, I can check. If it is 100 degrees Celsius, then I can conclude that it is a pure water. Second check, we can put it in distillation flask. And if we boil it up and we find that its boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius and it is leaving no residue. If there is no residue left, it indicates that it is a pure water. So please write it down. I'm doing it on my whiteboard. Please write it. Have you written? Can we move to the next question?
Ma'am, just a second. Yes, ma'am, written.
Okay. So let's move to question number 7. Which of the following material fall in the category of pure substance? So there are from A to I part. Just read each and every part and please write which all fall in the category of pure substance. Then we will discuss. I am giving you 2 minutes. And once done, please confirm. Okay, so can we discuss? You are doing?
Ma'am, done.
Ma'am, done.
Okay, so let's discuss with ice. What do you say for ice?
Ma'am, it's a pure substance.
It is a pure substance. I agree. Reason? It is made up of, you can see ice is a form of water. So when we freeze water, it gets converted into ice. So it is a compound basically. Water is H2O. It is a compound. It has fixed or it has only one type of molecule, that is it does have H2O. So it falls under the category of pure substance. So if you remember, we have classified matter as pure substance and we have further classified pure substance as element and compound. So let's proceed to milk.
Ma'am, it's not.
It is not a pure substance. Iron.
Ma'am, pure.
Pure.
Iron is a pure substance, only made up of iron atoms. Hydrochloric acid.
Ma'am, pure.
It is not a pure substance. It is very difficult one. So it seems like it is a pure substance, but hydrochloric acid is made up of HCl gas plus water. Have you heard about dilute acid and concentrated acid? So no problem, that you will be learning in class 10. Dilute means it is having more quantity of water in it. And concentrated means it is like only acid, less of water. So it does have different composition. So basically hydrochloric acid is a mixture of HCl gas and water. So it does not come under the category of pure substance. Okay, so let's proceed to calcium oxide.
Ma'am, is it pure?
It is a pure substance. It is a compound. And the formula of calcium oxide is CaO. CaO, calcium oxide. Yes, what about mercury?
Ma'am, mercury is pure.
Mercury is pure substance and it is an element. Symbol is Hg. Brick.
Ma'am, impure.
It is not a pure substance. It can have different composition. What about wood?
Ma'am, it is not pure.
It is not pure. We have discussed it earlier also. It is a heterogeneous mixture. What about air?
Ma'am, not pure.
It is not pure.
Ma'am,
It
it's
is
homogeneous.
homogeneous mixture. You are correct. So please complete, then we will proceed to 8th one.
Ma'am, already completed.
Great. So let's move to question number 8. You have to identify the solution among the following mixtures. Which are solution? Solution, you understand? What do we mean by solution? Solution means homogeneous mixture. So all are mixtures. Out of this, you have to identify which are solution. Solution means
Ma'am, we have to identify which are homogeneous and which are heterogeneous.
no, only homogeneous. Like in the 7th question, we have classified them as pure substance. Similarly, here also you have to identify the solutions, which are solutions means homogeneous mixture. So out of this all, which are homogeneous mixture, you need to tell that.
Ma'am, but in this we have to tell about the which is mixture or not.
Everything is mixture. See, the question says, identify the solutions among the following mixtures. Following meaning written down. Following mixtures means all which are written down are mixtures. In this mixtures, you have to identify which are solution.
Ma'am, seawater.
You are saying sea water is a homogeneous mixture. I agree. It is a solution. Soil is not a solution. Soil is a heterogeneous mixture. We have talked earlier also that we can
Yes,
have
ma'am.
different types of soil. Sea water is a solution. Then
Ma'am, air
air is the solution. You are correct. Then
Ma'am, soda water is a solution.
soda water is a solution. You are correct. Coal is not a solution. Coal can be of anthracite, bituminous.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
remember, we have studied the types of coal also in class 8. There are various types of coal which have different content of carbon. There is coke also. So it is not a solution. So the three solutions are seawater, air, and soda water. So now please write it down. And those who have written, they can try question number 9.
Ma'am, does all show Tyndall effect in the 9th question?
Which of the following will show Tyndall effect? You say all 4 will show.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's wait for everyone.
Ma'am, I'm trying again.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think it's milk and starch.
Do you want to say all four, Leona?
No, ma'am, I think it's milk and starch solution.
Okay, so you want to say there is only two options, milk and starch.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's discuss now. Which of the following will show Tyndall effect? So salt solution. So homogeneous mixture do not show Tyndall effect. So we need to cross it up. Milk is a colloid. Colloid shows Tyndall effect. Copper sulfate solution is again homogeneous mixture. It does not show Tyndall effect. Starch solution is a suspension. It will show Tyndall effect. So two options are correct, milk and starch solution. Okay, so let's break this meeting. I'm connecting again. Please write this B and D option in your copy. Then I will break.
Written.
Ma'am, written.
Okay. Ayan, you have also written?
Yes, ma'am.